Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 23. We're back with the final round of our Moto3 championship. It is time for Valencia before we move on to Moto2. So here we are then guys, starting for the back of the grid, a bit of a theme that we're doing since we've won the championship. We'll wait for the lights to go out and away we dash off, hopefully going into turn 1 to take some valuable positions. So just squeezing past Colin Vire now, and hopefully we can get through on Joshua Watley. We need to be firm on the brakes here and be quite brave, as this variable weather is looking a bit ominous. It's a track limit warning for us already. That's a quick one in the early stages of this Grand Prix, but quite strong already into 18th, up to 17th, 16th, 14th, 15th, 12th, 13th. What a start. Brilliantly done going into the Aspar corner, and then, oh, that was close. And then into the Doohan corner, now into the Tyrrell corner. We are taking positions left and right, but wow, Ortola, he really wanted that inside line, didn't he, as he goes again up on the inside of the Rueda. Oh, goodness me, I just got caught on him then. That wasn't actually intentional, but apologies to Jose Antonio Rueda for pushing him off the circuit, but I'm really eager to get on with this because I don't know whether we're going to get the change of weather or not. It'd be the first time this season if it happens. But it did say variable weather, and honestly, I've not really been paying attention to start these races. I just look at the conditions to see what we've got, but I've not really noticed any variable weather this season. In a few times in practice and qualifying, but honestly, in races we've had completely one condition or the other. We've not had a situation where the variable weather has taken effect this career mode. Now, the last time we came to Valencia was the end of the debut season, and we did win the red flagged race, which of course was effective due to the rain conditions towards the latter stage of the Grand Prix. So anyway, that's enough intro. Let's talk about the race. We're looking at a nice slipstream here, and of course guys, as the subscribe button pops up, definitely hit that if you're involved, or if you want to be involved with my content from now on. Of course, not far away from 9,000 subscribers, and I could do with your help getting to that final push, so I would really appreciate the assistance. But anyway, onto the brakes we go, into the Doohan corner. There is Tatsuki Suzuki. He's been on a tear recently as we get another track limit warnings on just lap 2 of 12. That's a lot of track limit warnings already in the early stage of this Grand Prix. Wanting to go through on Suzuki, but not close enough. I'm surprised we didn't get another long, track limit warning there. But Holgado, of course, let me remind you, I do want to end this and by beating Holgado. The championship may be done and dusted. Thankfully, thanks to the two rides ahead of us, the Leopard Honda duo, that basically won me the championship in that last race. Oh my goodness, it's rain! Called it to perfection! We have rain coming down here in Valencia. And yes, I'm kind of glad really, because the front tyre is red hot right now. It doesn't feel bad though, it feels rather confident, but yeah, it feels rather stable. But going into turn 11 there, the front tyre is still red hot. And we seem to be struggling a lot now. Now the weather's come out. It didn't feel too bad a moment ago, but now all of a sudden it just changes completely. This feels completely different. Wow, that affected me really quickly. I wasn't expecting that little amount of downpour at first to really affect the Grand Prix. I thought it would take a while for it to start getting wet. I mean, usually it does when I play the likes of MotoGP, one lap or two, and that's it, you're really struggling. But that was a couple of corners, and I'm really struggling. We did set a 1:41.4, so just 0.4 of a second behind Holgado's lap time, but no signs of the red flags. And something of my criticism to this game is that there's no wet flags either. It'd be nice if the marshals did wave their flags frantically due to these weather conditions, but it looks like we've got back onto the feeling now. We're still losing 0.5 of a second into turn 2. I don't know when this race is going to get a red flag, but I tell you what, it's going to have to hurry up here. We're still looking at some very rainy conditions. A lot of water spray coming up from Yamamasi's Honda. He seems to have fallen behind his teammate now, Tatsuki Suzuki. And Daniel Holgado, not a single care in the world. Usually that guinea pig, the rider who's playing the first fiddle, let's say, they've got to test the conditions and they've got to keep on pushing. Looks like that's exactly what Holgado's doing right now. No issues for the young Spaniard. But now into the left-hand side. Still no sign of a red flag. How long is this going to go for? Now the thing is, in MotoGP 23 there is no chance of this rain stopping. It's going to now definitely be a red flag eventually, And we're going to have to use the wet tyres. I haven't done wet racing in MotoGP 23 in such a long time. This is going to be rather interesting here, but into the Campejanos corner, and then for the final corner at the Adrian Campos corner, we're not closing in. We're actually losing a dramatic amount of time. And there is Dennis on 2 behind us. This will start lap 4. Oh, there it is. The red flag has happened. Session has been interrupted. Everyone's going to pile into the pits. Well, apparently not. And, oh, quick abrupt end there. We now need to change the tyres and crack on with the race. So quick start procedure now for the restart. We've got to wait for the lights to go out, and away we dash. Not a bad start in the wet conditions, but I will be honest with you, the last time we did wet was in Motegi, and I was taken out by the rider in front of us there, Tatsuki Suzuki, so I'm a little bit apprehensive for this Grand Prix, but tell you what, that's a good start. Exactly where we started, really. I thought I was going to be able to get past Suzuki there, but I wasn't able to do it that time around. But now into turn 2, trying to go around the outside and then back on the inside for the Doohan corner ahead of Yamamasa. What a great start this has been for us. My only main concern is when we start dropping the power down to power setting 2. That's where we're going to lose a lot of time. Holgado gets punted. The rivalry is back between Holgado and me, just because the championship is done and dusted and we've already taken the victory by 26 points. Don't say that this race doesn't matter. This really does matter. It's a battle of the 2 titans. Wow, I almost lost the front there. If Holgado wasn't there, I think I would have crashed then. Thank you, Danny. I do appreciate that, pals. But now onto the brakes we go into the very difficult turn 8. This, oh, it's a bit tight to the apex there. My track limit warnings are still in effect from the first race, so don't forget about that. We don't need to be taking too many liberties. But now to the right-hand side, do we have the confidence to outbrake Daniel Holgado here? Thank goodness he's there again, using him as some sort of a battering ram. Thank you very much. But wow, my attention's just gone to the front tyre. Look at the state of the front tyre. It is in fuego. It is so warm to start this Grand Prix. And you know what I'm beginning to think here? Why wasn't this race... why wasn't it held longer? Because the track's hardly even wet. Oh, I'm going to go here. No way. Usually when that situation you get taken out there, there's no way of surviving it. But why is the track not completely wet? That's the whole point of red flagging the race, is to wait until the race is completely drenched and we can declare it a wet race. It's not that wet. Maybe going into turn 1 now it is. So, okay, towards the middle part of the track, that's where it's really dry. You can see here going into the Doohan corner as well, it's quite dry. Yeah, this is bad movement from the stewards. This is not great from race direction. We should have held this race longer. This should have been held a little bit longer than this. Maybe they were keen to get the Moto2 and MotoGP action on, but still, we only cut 2 laps. Now I'm confused. The state of that front tyre, wow, I'm really struggling now in the front. I have no grip going into the corners. We've been duped here, ladies and gentlemen. So into the Nieto corner. Yeah, I can't get the power on. It's going into the corner. I can't get the brakes on. I know you have to change your braking style a little bit. You can't always try and trail brake to the last second in these damp conditions, but it's like I can't even turn at all. The AI certainly not having any issues. Very, very similar to what we had in the Japanese GP. But I'm going to try and hold on to this podium now, no matter what. I want to end this Moto3. Oh, I can't turn in. The front end, you see it just wanting to wash away. Why is it so warm? The front tyre is on fire. I can't get this stopped. This is going to be so difficult now. Oh, off the circuit. I'm going to try and get back on as in the best way possible. I don't think it's going to really happen. What the hell? Oh, massive hit. Oh, no, we're down. Oh, this. Oh, no way. This is not how I wanted to end this one. Oh, that's a disaster. That's an absolute disaster. What a way to end the Moto3 season. What on earth was that? I got hit from the rear, so I wheelied. And then because of the wheelie, I couldn't turn in. And as the bike landed, I went off the track and I crashed instantly. What on earth was that? Ah, oh, heads in hands, ladies and gentlemen. What a disaster. The goal was to defeat Daniel Holgado in the last showdown. Oh, wow. Can you believe that, though? We won the championship in Qatar by a single point. Well, we won by 26 points. If Holgado wins, he'll just be 1 point behind. We're going to end the championship with just 1 point difference. That was absolutely crucial to win in Qatar, or at least to win the championship in Qatar. That is insane. And yet the front tyre is only just cooling down now. I'd like to see where our potential is. Oh, I'm so frustrated at that. I'm so annoyed that that's happened. What on earth? I mean, yeah, I went wide, of course. That was completely my fault. But getting hit from the rear, I probably should have waited till he went past, because there was no way I could have re-entered the circuit in a correct manner. So I guess that's my fault. But I wasn't expecting myself to wheelie when we get hit. I don't know. Very strange, but the front tyre is just terrible. It feels absolutely awful. Really struggling right now. And even going into this right-hand side, the front tyre is getting really warm. This has not gone to plan. It really hasn't. Might have to call it quits here and there then, guys, because I can't do anything about this. There's no points on offer. 3.5 seconds behind Stefano Nepa, and that gap is actually growing. The AI in this one took no prisoners when it comes to the wet conditions, and it really does seem that when the wet occurs, it's pretty much game over and there's not much we can do about it. That's a damn shame. I needed some more time, I needed more experience with the wet weather bikes. Well, that is disappointing. A 1:52.01 for us, and I guess that's it for us. So I tell you what, let's try and get this lap done. Let's see if we can make an improvement, and I'll probably try and finish off, but there's not much else for me to commentate on here. Not being back here in 28th. Apologies if you'd like to hear me just talking at the back of the grid, but I imagine most of you probably wouldn't, so yeah, we'll finish this lap out. I'm hoping I can maybe catch up to Stefano Nepa. 2.8 seconds is the difference. We are closing in. And we are quite strong in the first sector, so yeah, let's see what we can do. But definitely now, since the track is much wetter, the bike is beginning to feel more stable. And I don't know why we restarted the race so quickly when the track wasn't completely wet. That has really cost us there. It's really cost us. But no excuses, my fault, shouldn't have crashed. And yeah, I guess we'll be going into Moto2 with not quite the confidence I would have wanted. We're going to spend some time over this weekend just practicing the Moto2 bikes and getting back into it. I'm not particularly happy with the team I was given in Moto2, but you'll find out soon which one it is. Maybe I'll spoil it on a post very soon, or maybe I'll make a YouTube short, but definitely stay tuned for the future to see my decision for the Moto2 opportunity. But as I say, there wasn't that many opportunities and they weren't that great, so I'm taking what I can. But even now, to complete this lap, we're only going to gain a second, and we're still miles behind Nepa, we're still behind everyone else. The bike's feeling better, but we lost so much in those half conditions to start the race, and there's Holgado. If he wins this race, it'll be a 1-point difference. Thank goodness we won it in Qatar. So let's get across the line, let's see what my lap time is, and let's skip ahead to the end of the video. There it is, nothing special on that particular lap. So Daniel Holgado did win the race. 25 points goes to him. Tatsuki and Yamamasa, wow, they've had a fantastic towards the end of the season. Just a terrific end to their campaigns. Sadly, no gold for them, but they will win the Teams Championship, I do believe. But look at the championship standings. 1 point separates myself and Holgado. 31 clear from Tatsuki, Suzuki, and 39 clear from Yamamasa. Pretty wild finish with all things considered. It's been a terrific Moto3 season, and I really hope that even Moto2 is half as good as what Moto3 has been. And there is the conclusion with the championship standings. Look at that. We lost second place right there at the death since I acquired 0 points. But before we end the video, a quick celebration for myself and the 658 Squadra Corsa team, and of course with you guys as well, because without you guys these videos would not have been possible. And I gotta say, I have loved making this championship series. It's been fantastic, so I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. But guys, that's it from me. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. If you want to see more videos just like this, then definitely subscribe. It's got so much more content already made on the channel and videos already scheduled. So yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next video. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.